Welcome to my adventures with MS, or multiple sclerosis. These gift wrapping ideas came after I wanted to go to a Christmas market and then realized for a bunch of reasons why that wasn't feasible. Then I decided to look at YouTube to see what types of things were being sold in Christmas markets. Today, I decided to show you some of my Christmas wrapping because it's actually less than 3 weeks to Christmas and I need to get going on this. I am going to attempt to do a DIY gift basket. I saw this on all those DIY and crafting things and thought, oh, that's an interesting way of packaging a gift. What I really noticed was that it's a lot more complicated than it looked like on those other places. So, first of all, we bought a box from Ornaments. It's really cute, as you saw, with the penguins. So I'm just going to attempt to do it like that, so that you have, I'll just change this around so you can see. So I have my box, and I'm going to start with some tissue paper that we bought at Dollarama. Now, so for me, I'm in a wheelchair, and so going out to shopping is, well, an adventure in itself. So anyway, this actually, my planning for all of this took 2 trips to a Dollarama on, 2 different weeks, because the first time I bought a container for the basket, it was a round box, and then I found out that the items that I'm planning on putting in my gift box do not fit in the round box. So then we went to, and I've now bought square boxes. Fill the bottom with a couple of things of tissue paper. Tissue paper. This is me trying to get the tissue paper off. There. Fold some up and stick it in the bottom. Again, as you can tell, this is my first attempt at making my DIY gift basket. So we've put some down there just to kind of pad it and make it look like a Christmas present. Maybe we tape this. I don't know. I'll find out later. In the second part of doing all of this. So anyway, so we've got the tissue paper in there. I will attempt to get the tissue paper, there we go, separated so that I have a second one to also nicely fit in there just to make it good. I don't think other people's videos do that. Coffee mug for him. So got out of the box of the coffee mug. Put that over here. And then, so we have our coffee mug. I'll just put it in here a little bit more like that. As I said, I just want to make this a little bit nicer. The main gift is the coffee mug, and then some coffee with it. So there's the coffee. Now, this is my favorite brand of coffee. I just wanted to point that out. I loved getting it from Muskoka Roastery Coffee because it's a local to Huntsville, Ontario coffee company, and they make really good coffee. In addition to this, we have also bought some Christmassy serviettes to go with, when you serve coffee and you need napkins. So we'll just stick those kind of like that in there, just to make it look nice and a little bit more Christmassy. Yeah, like that in there. There. Okay. A couple cute little candy canes. Just kind of hang them from the mug. And then from there, I will wrap this up in some plastic, make it a little bow. So back to my gift baskets for this. So we have, as I was saying, we have the coffee mug and the coffee and the napkins. So I have taken some cookies. These cookies I found out were my dad's favorites a couple years ago. And they are Lacy cookies that we got at Costco. Put them like like that, so you can see. And I'm just going to probably use a little bit of tape just to keep these corners down to make it easier to put into the basket. So fit nicely in here with the gingerbread man sitting up. Now again, I had issues around keeping this up, so I'm going to put another piece of tape on that, like so, and just attach that to the back, and oops, and then attach that to the coffee so that it sits there nicely as part of the Christmas decoration. Okay? As I was having issues with the back of this staying, I am going to just put a little bit of tape on that as well. Like that, just so that it actually does stick when I press it onto the back. Just make it a little bit easier for wrapping. This clear wrapping paper with the stars on it, I couldn't find any plastic bags that would just nicely go over this, so I ended up buying some clear plasticky wrap that will get some stars on it, make it Christmassy, or at least wintry. I have my plastic cut, and actually I just had to take an estimated guess as to how much plastic this would be, and I will tell you that if you could find a plastic bag, it's probably easier than what I just did. So anyway, we'll just try to gather up all of this plastic so that it will actually cover my gift bag. As you can see, it's not really looking very well. I have managed to get this back on, so it looks a little bit better. I ended up doing this with an elastic just to hold it in place, and then I can go back over here and fix some of the pieces that weren't quite long enough, and just put a little piece of tape here, and then keep some of this back here. So it kind of stays better. And so you can see, just have to take that, and then that you can still see in it. It still looks like a really cool gift basket. I can trim some of this because that's way too much up here. You can't see that? Yeah, see, I've got a whole bunch of plastic up here that is not great. But I'm also going to tie this up a little bit better now that I just held it in place with the elastic. Probably leave the elastic on, and then do some other attachments. So I have to cut some ribbon. Actually, this is like more of a crepe cord that would be, not so bad for my cats to accidentally chew on, and I'm going to throw in a snowflake or two just to make it fancier, and a gift tag. We'll just wrap some of this cord around here to make it look a little bit nicer, so it's not just the elastic. The red elastic that you're seeing. And then you can tie this like this, and maybe a bow. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Covers up the elastic. Now we have these snowflakes. We have some string for the snowflakes, and we can add a couple of snowflakes they're kind of cute. And then, you know, as you tie them on, we've attached a couple of snowflakes to this gift basket. I ended up having to get help tying them on because my fingers just wouldn't do it. So anyway, so I just decorated with a couple of snowflakes, just to add a little bit more Christmassy to it. And then I'm gonna pick out a Merry Christmas tag, and then write on that, and then attach that. And yeah, so there's one idea for wrapping. And as I said before, my biggest suggestion is to find a plastic bag that will actually do this, as opposed to all that fun I had with all the plastic paper. There's one more Christmas wrapping craft type thing that I wanted to share with you. It's an idea that I got from watching other videos. Of course, I learned everything on YouTube this year, as I was saying. But what really struck me was the Hershey Nugget packages that they were doing, where they took a Hershey's Nugget and wrapped it in paper, Christmassy paper, and then put a bunch together in a sleeve and sold that. And I looked at that and went, okay, I can do something like that. The people getting the stockings that I'm working on this year, one of them doesn't really like candy and only has one type of chocolate bar that they like, and that is a Kit Kat. So I decided to take some of our leftover Kit Kats from Halloween, and then, you know, package them Christmassy. So I took some Christmas wrapping paper and just wrapped a Kit Kat gifts for. Prefer the Sour Patch Kids from the dollar store. I got a large container of the Christmas green and red Sour Patch Kids. And then I stuck them in a bag, and I stuck them in a fillable ornament. This one turned out okay. I got all the red and green on this side, and then the packaging there. This one could have turned out a lot better, but hey, I got it into the ball, so that was the important part. And I really like the way that the Kit Kats turned out. The idea is that we just attach these either in the stocking, or we can tie it to that section of the hanging part when you hang the stocking on by the mantle. I am going to show you a new way of wrapping a present that's a book that I learned on YouTube, and the people that the channel that I learned it from, I will probably link in the description or mention it somewhere else in this video. But basically, you take your book and you make sure that the wrapping paper fits through along it 3 times, like that. And then you also make sure that the book will fit like this. This comes to the top of your book that way. So now that I've got that set, I'm going to actually flip this over this way. You cover this up to about here and make sure that this part covers the end of your book. And then, if I got this right, we take this one and then we fold it along the spine as much as we can with this lovely paper. And then we push this paper up like so that okay, my paper's a little thick. My wrapping paper's a little thick, but I mean, I've seen it with, like, we take other paper, so this should work. We basically go from here, and then we push this part in so that it's triangular and fits along the spine of the book. So you can see, and then you make sure that this part is perpendicular. No, not perpendicular. Parallel to the top of your paper, which helps when I have lines. So then we take this one and we fold it this way, like so. And then they did clip a little bit off of this piece here, just to make sure that it fits. And then we can tape. Then we can tape this. Okay, so that there'll be a pocket here. And then you can also take this side again, and then you're going to get a second pocket in here. And also, okay, like that. And then I will attempt to tape that down too. Side. There we go. And then we do the same thing on this side. So then we take this one and we push it in like so. You seen that? We push it in like that. And then we push that down so that it is parallel with the top of your wrapping paper. Okay. Push this in, hold this down. Push this across. So then we'll also have this one, so that all that weird yucky white part of the paper, because I can't cut straight, you will not see. So I will cut this part off. And I will flip this one over as well. And then on this side, we just wrap it like a present. So, actually, we flip it over. We flip it over, so the back, and then we fold it just like a normal gift. Back to normal gift wrapping, which I'm also not so great at. And then we have the gift wrap, and there's your book. That's okay. See, now we have pockets in there to put other stuff. So it's been called Blind Date with a Book on YouTube. I thought it was really, really cool, and I can now going to add a few like bookmarks. So now that I've wrapped a couple of these books, I am going to add some decorations to them and fill the pockets. From Etsy, I was able to print out a book club discussion guide that has, you know, the title, author, ratings, etc. Some other thoughts, and a few more aspects of it, author, story, you know, general thoughts, and then some other notes. I do know that one of the people that is getting one of these gifts does belong to a book club. Now, I don't really know if they actually discuss the book at their book club, but I thought I would add these just in case they do, and in case while they're reading whichever book it is for their book club, they want to, you know, add some notes and stuff. So that's going in the first bit. See, like that. And for this one, I'm going to add some hot chocolate. Let's see if I can put that down in. And I did check to make sure that this hot chocolate has not expired. So there is a nice expiry date on that back, so we're good on that. So I do want to, and I do know that this person likes sour candy, and so we have a small package of Sour Patch Kids, which we will stick over here for them. And I thought some sticky notes might be useful. We'll stick them there. And we can go back to putting in hot chocolate and the Sour Patch Kids, like that. Okay, candy cane, and a snowman because that looks cute. Oh yes, I was also going to decorate some of this. So we have some stickers that I have basically just taken. All I did was take a bunch of labels from a Christmas labeling set of stickers and cut out the to and from part and just kept the picture. Him peeking out over there. Okay, and then on this one, oh yes, and then the important parts. How could I forget? The most important part of this present, besides the book, are some bookmarks. So I have a bookmark from the place that we actually bought the books. It's local, so I'm putting that in. And then I have a custom bookmark that was made specifically for that person. I also have a custom bookmark for this person. And I'm going to add a couple of the snowman candies, chocolates here, so they'll stick out there. And we'll add a couple more of the candy canes because it's Christmassy, so we'll do that. And then I also like this little star ornament, so I will, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to attach that to the candy cane. Like so. And then we'll put one over on this one as well. Oops. So much for tying it to the candy cane. That did not work. And yes, my fingers are tired. So we will do this again. Oops. This is why my husband had to do the tying of things to the gift bag. Okay. There. So now we have just kind of decorated it a little bit better. It looks nice now. We'll take some of this red ribbony stuff. It's papery and safe for the cats to chew on, I hope. We're just going to wrap it around like a gift wrapping. Lost everything out of here, which also adds to the maybe I need some tape aspect. The rope tied to it, and actually add in the other candy cane that we were talking about, attempting to tie this back onto this one. Doing this a little bit later in the day, which causes my fingers to get a little bit tired. Okay, so that one's back there. This guy started moving. This is the part that I'm really interested in, is how all these other people make these books, and I actually keep all this stuff that they stick in there to stay in there while waiting before they, you know, sell them or give them away. All we have to add to this now is a gift tag. One gift tag. Merry Christmas for that one. And another. So they're not. Yeah, I'm going to leave it as a gift tag. These are presents. I know a lot of dates with books include a bunch of hints to the book. I don't think I'm going to that do that for these ones. We have this one, and we have this one, which I'm quite happy with the way they turned out. Not bad for my first time at this wrapping. And I have 2 more presents all set for Christmas. I hope you enjoyed this video, and got some ideas for gifts, and learned that some of these gift wrapping ideas are somewhat more complicated than they originally looked. Please like, subscribe, and comment below. Thanks for watching.